Yo, what's up, guys? Quick live stream, and we hit a shit ton of stuff today. So, our underdog promo hit. We also hit another underdog slip. We actually hit 3 underdog slips today. And again, we had some losers, but again, these are 6x payouts. So, these are 3-leg parlay, 6x payout. We had 3 hit today. We had our Fliff parlay hit. I mean, it was just a good day. Good day overall. Our better promo hit. The Fliff play hit, and then both of our sleeper plays hit as well. You know, typically I can't find value on sleeper, so basically, you know, all I'm betting is the promos, but we hit both of the promo plays for today. But anyways, let's see if we can find some value, and I'm going to try to keep this live stream pretty quick just because, I mean, it's fucking late. I'm tired, and most of these books, you know, most of these books haven't even posted lines for tomorrow. At least their full amount of lines. So there's just not a ton of value in the market. But regardless, let's lock in a play on PrizePicks because there were some picks I liked. So the first play, you know, the first step is, again, in every live stream, I try to make sure I'm giving out the best picks I want to be on that have value. So my first pick is going to be quickly under 5.5 rebounds. Now a Toronto Raptor, and you can see here he's gone under the past 2 games, but more importantly, like what you want to be looking at is sportsbook odds, and you'll see like every sportsbook, all these market data points, you know, FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars, these are multi-billion-dollar companies. They're really good at setting lines. So even if you don't use these sportsbooks or have access to them, you still want to look at their odds as a source of information. And you can see every book has quickly as a big favorite to go under, minus 140 favorite. So that seems like a solid play. And again, the general strategy for beating PrizePicks is they give you the same payout if you take a player to go over or under. So you want to compare their lines to sports books. All the books have quickly as a big favorite to go under. So that's the play we want to be on. But there's some other really good picks that I want to go through. So let's start out. Yeah, I guess we'll start out on PrizePicks. Underdog Fantasy seems a little dry. And again, I want to keep these live streams tight. So I'll look at the chat in a second, but, you know, I try to move quickly and build some slips. So the first play, RJ Davis, the fucking UNC stud, we actually faded him, I think, last game, but you can see the first pick. He's only gone over 2 out of the past 5 games, but is RJ Davis points plus assists. So let's just pull this up quickly and let's see what we got here. So not as many books post college basketball lines, but you can see this play looks rock solid. PrizePicks opening up RJ Davis at 23.5. All these other books, you know, fantasy sites like Underdog, whatever, you treat them all as data points. ESPN bet, you know, all these books are taking slightly different bets. They have slightly different models. They all have his line higher. You can see DraftKings actually has his over favored or juiced. So getting his over, I promise you this will be bumped in an hour. This play is going to go, and PrizePicks will bump it up to 23.5 or 24.5 or 25. DraftKings has his line at 24.5 with the over favored. So it's like, okay, this definitely seems like a good pick we want to be on. So we have a college basketball play. There's actually a fair amount of college basketball value. So let's fucking take a look right here. Let's build this slip quickly. So then we have another play. Let's see, another line discrepancy. Cryer, under 15.5. All the books opening them up at 14.5. So again, I follow a very data-driven approach. Like all these sports books, you know, they're billion-dollar companies. They're really good at setting lines. If you want to make money, first step is you got to be finding value in the market. So we have Cryer for Houston under 15.5 points. I know not everyone can bet on college basketball, but sorry if you can't. We'll go through some replacement plays as well. But we got quickly under 5.5 rebounds. I don't really want to pair the Trent play. I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? To take 2 players on the same team, both to go under. If you like one pick more than the other, if you like the Trent play better, the quickly play seems a little bit better. Again, on PrizePicks, you're always getting the same payout. Like any 3-pick entry has a 5x payout. So you just want to find the picks with the highest possible win probability. And this play on quickly seems a little bit better than the play on Trent. So we can roll with that. We already have RJ Davis. So let's take a look at some of these college basketball lines. A lot of fucking college basketball right now. And again, I know not everyone can bet it, but we'll get to some other plays here in a bit. So here you can see like PrizePicks opening up this guy's line at 13.5, other books lower. So that's another option. But let's get rid of college basketball here for a second. And let's look at esports. So let's look at esports. And again, like, I know not everyone loves esports, but if that's where the value is, that's where I'm going to be fucking betting. And I like to focus on these plays with numerous data points. So here you can see, like, this is what's crazy about sports betting. The market's so fragmented. All these books set their own lines. So, like, Sad, his line is 10 on PrizePicks, 11.5 on Hot Streak. So we have a big line discrepancy, but there's not other books posting, lines. So we don't have high confidence in, like, okay, is PrizePicks the one screwing up? Is the over 10 the play with the edge? Or is it the under 11.5 on Hot Streak right there? But anyways, let's skip over that. And let's see what we have here, because there's a bunch of different fucking esports plays. So you can see we can get this guy his headshot line or his kill line. So again, a lot of people would be like, I don't watch esports. Bleh. And it's like, it doesn't matter, right? First of all, even if you watch sports, that doesn't mean you're going to be a good sports bettor. That's the common misconception. Just because you use Facebook doesn't mean you'd be a good trader of Facebook stock. It's a lot more complicated. PrizePicks has this line at 24. All these other books opening them up at 25, 26.5. Hot Streak has his line at 25.5 with the over favored or juiced. Minus 151, more juice towards the over, so the over's favored. So it's like, okay, we have high confidence that PrizePicks has this line too low. All these other books are, because all books set their own lines, they're all telling us like, yo, this line should be higher. So that seems like a solid play to go with. But let's see what else we had. So that's the first solid esports play. But let's see if we can find something else. After having an incredible day today, it's going to be hard to top tomorrow. But hey, we'll try to do it. We'll try to do it, right? So Savannah over 24. And then again, like, what's the final pick we want to go with? Oxygen over 28.5. So you can see here 28.5. All the other books opening the line higher. Again, if you can't play college basketball plays, I'll kind of make a replacement slip. I mean, the college basketball plays definitely seem, best. But if you can't play the college basketball plays, we can get rid of it, is what you could do. And let me put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to tail. And let me copy this shit right here and put the link in the chat. Can you talk more about DraftKings Pick 6? Yeah, honestly, I haven't used DraftKings Pick 6 personally. So I don't have... I just personally haven't used DraftKings Pick 6. And again, if you like the play on Trent better, you can include Trent under 3.5 rebounds. I mean, you can include whatever you want, but like, if you don't like the quickly play for some reason, Trent under 3.5 rebounds seems decent. But if you can't play the college basketball picks and you wanted to do solely, something you can bet on, esports, again, skip over all these ones with one data point. Sometimes you can middle bet them, bet the over 10, under 11.5 on a different book. If he has 11, you win both bets. If he has exactly 10 headshots, which his distribution is centered around, like if a player's line is centered around 10, that's the most likely outcome, is they're going to end up on 10 headshots. But anyways, fuck it. What else do we have? So, I mean, there are some more esports plays, so I'll just build a different variation of the same slip, because why the fuck not? So we have over 28 here. 3 data points, so feel good about that. 3 data points, and then we just need like one final pick. Savannah, Sampi versus Permetta, Oxygen. So if we wanted a final pick to go with, what could we go with? Because we don't want to pair Trent rebounds, because that doesn't make a ton of sense. So we need one final pick. So let's see here. It kind of seems like esports, we got a lot of the good value. Because again, in esports, like, you can't pair multiple players from the same team. And, there's kind of more college basketball, so it's like, shit. What do we do now? Well, what we can do is we can try to find a final pick to go with for the people who can't bet on esports. Again, if you can bet on can't bet on college basketball, it's such bullshit that they don't let everyone bet on college basketball, but Jalen Johnson over 3.5 assists. That play doesn't seem horrible. Again, you can see here all the books have the over heavily favored. But is there anything else we wanted to go with? So we have Oxygen. What else do we have? So again, it's just like some of these players are teammates, and on PrizePicks you can't include them in the same slip, which sucks, but that's just kind of how it is. So honestly, like, I don't know. I'd probably include that play on Jalen Johnson, over 3.5 assists. So let's see how that looks to the last 5 graph. Johnson over 3.5 assists. Again, every game's different. Like obviously Kyrie, I mean, he had a great game, period, but Luka was out, so his line's going to be higher because Kyrie's going to take more of the shots. And again, like PrizePicks, it's not like I want to bet $5. They just have me on very low betting limits. I beat them up too bad, can only get $5 a slip. But let me put the second play in the chat for anyone who wants to tail. And this is just an option without college basketball. Here's the play. And let me put it in the Twitch chat too. Put the second slip. I'm putting the second slip. Don't worry. So we got 2 PrizePicks slips now here. And again, like depending on where you're located, whatever, like you may use different sports books, Fanatics, whatever. Like a lot of these books have solid value. It just kind of depends where you're located. So we got quickly. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. So we got a lot of the good plays on PrizePicks. We got 2 slips in, number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2. How did we do on PrizePicks today? So 3 for 5. Yay, we lost money. 4 for 5, 4 for 5. So not horrible. I mean, that's a profit, 4 for 5. But so we made money on PrizePicks too. So that feels pretty good. But anyways, other than that, the board seems a little bit dry. So I'll be back tomorrow. Probably with more plays. I mean, we can try to see, is there anything else we're super attracted to? Why don't I see FanDuel? Usually I try to find some FanDuel plays. Where the fuck is FanDuel, bro? Do I have it filtered out for some reason? No, I don't. So maybe there's just not, maybe FanDuel hasn't really posted a ton of college basketball lines. I saw some plays earlier that were available, but where is it? Maybe not anymore. So I'll call this for now. I mean, obviously a short live stream, but again, it's late. I'm tired. And also, we already locked in. So we locked in 2 PrizePicks, 5 flexes. I put the link in the chat. Thanks for tailing, or not tailing, or fading, or reversing me. And hopefully you tailed today because, really good day across platforms. But yeah, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it. And, I'll be back on live tomorrow when there's more lines posted and more value in the market.